So Diantha and Gardevoir are going to be coming out in 4 more days from now, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are super excited about them coming because it's been a long time, almost 2 years. Because they've been on the title screen for a long time. Ever since the game first got released, they've been on the title screen, so everybody's just been waiting for Diantha and Gardevoir, and it's been a meme for a long time now too. So it's good to see that they're coming, and they are very strong. And when it comes to summoning for them, I'm just gonna be straight up right here. Just getting them to 1 out of 5 is gonna be more than enough. Because like when we look at their passives, they're gonna be hitting very hard just from their passives. And then when you get their grid as well, their grid is mainly for sync nuking. So that's why, like I say, 1 out of 5 is more than enough. Because if you're interested in sync nuking, then you're probably gonna want to pick them up for a 3 out of 5. But if you're not interested in sync nuking, then 1 out of 5 is more than enough. But in terms of like relevancy, they're going to be very relevant for a long while, just because they're going to be one of the best fairy type strikers in the game for a long time. And in Pokemon, like the main series games, they are like one of the best fairy types in Pokemon because of the Mega Evolution. But obviously in Sword and Shield, they're not the best fairy types, just because like where they have their true power is their Mega Evolution. And with Sword and Shield not having Mega Evolutions, it sort of nerfed a lot of Pokemon like Gardevoir, Garchomp, etc. Like there's a lot of Pokemon that benefited from Mega Evolution or got much better. Like Gardevoir is still very good even without a Mega Evolution. Same with Garchomp, but they just got insanely strong with their Mega Evolution. So Gardevoir and Diantha will stay relevant for a long time. So when we look at their passive, they got Hit the Gas 5. It increases the amount of move gauge slots needed to use an attacking move by 1 and powers up the move. And I think that's a 50% increase. So getting a 50% increase along with Fairy Power 5, they're going to be insanely strong with using Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam. And then they got what Charizard and Red have on their passive too. So getting to their sync move and Mega Evolving is going to be super quick, just like with Red and Charizard. Like we know how fast we can get them to Mega Evolve, so it's going to be the same thing with Diantha and Gardevoir. And that's going to be very good too, because like they're going to be strong, very, very strong. Because when we look at their stats as well, at level 130, their special attack stat is going to be 444, and the special defense stat is going to be 157. But they also increase their special defense on their trainer move. So when you use their special defense or their trainer move, their special defense is going to be closer to 200, or if not a little bit above 200 after you fully increase that. Of course, you could increase their physical defense with support as well, but like in total, once you get them fully statted up, +6 special defense, physical defense, and a special attack, like they're going to be very, very strong, and they could actually tank a little bit of hits as well, because I mean, it could be like that with all strikers anyways, but Mega Gardevoir and Diantha, they're good because they increase their special defense as well. And that's something Red is lacking. Like when you use his trainer move, he lowers his defense. Now, of course, you do have a chance to mitigate that effect and bring it back to neutral, which is still good. But Diantha honestly doesn't really have any weaknesses, and that's very good. I guess the only weakness she has is being a Pokefair, but when you exclude that, like she really has no weaknesses. Because she has a very strong fairy type move, Moonblast, and then you have a chance to lower the special attack stat. And then they got an AoE, which is good too, and then they increase their critical hit rate. Like they're very self-sufficient, so like they're gonna have no problem doing what they need to do the damage. So if you want to summon for them, then by all means go ahead, do it. Because they're one of the sync pairs that I definitely would recommend a lot of people to go ahead and summon for. Go all out on Diantha if you really want to, because they're going to be very relevant for a long time, because they will be one of the best fairy type strikers in the game for a long time. So at 3 out of 5, their grade is mainly for sync nuking. So if you're interested in sync nuking, then you're probably going to want to go for 3 out of 5. But if you're just interested in one copy, then it's going to be more than enough. Because if Hit the Gas 5 is a 50% increase to your moves, that's going to be huge, because then when you Mega Evolve, Fairy Power 5 is also going to be increasing your moves by 50%, because all of her moves are Fairy type anyway. So in total, that should be about 100% increase to your regular moves. So she's going to be hitting very, very hard. And for passive 3 before she Mega Evolves, it's mutually assured. And whenever the user becomes poisoned, badly poisoned, paralyzed, or burned from an opponent's move, she transfers those status conditions to the enemy as well, which is very good. So if you're going into a stage and they do AoE toxic or paralyzed, whatever, then she'll be able to transfer those stats back to the enemy, which is going to be very helpful in some situations. So I would imagine we're going to get a full force battle where they're going to have like AoE toxic or paralyzed, whatever, or burn. And we're going to be able to use the Gardevoir's passive in that way in the full force battle too. So I think that's going to happen. I mean, when we get into a sync burst, we get a full force battle now at this point. So we're going to be able to use Mutually Assured and see that take effect too, which is going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be good as well because like you can plan strategy around that too, which is going to be nice. But yeah, we'll also take a look at their grid very quickly too. We could obviously, this is a Diantha video in Gardevoir, so if you want to summon, then I mean, I still say you should, just because they're going to be the best fairy type striker in the game, and they're a Pokefair, and they're going to be a very hard hitter. So I honestly would recommend for people to summon because they are going to be very strong. And this is them. I don't think this is them at 20 to 20. So like when you get them to 20 to 20, the special attack stat after they Mega Evolve is going to be around 480, so very close to 500. So they'll be very strong. So now let's go take a look at their grid and sort of see what they have to offer over there. Alright, so now we're in their grid, and obviously shout out to Absolutely, of course. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. But the picture that we saw for Diantha and Gardevoir, that's Absolutely's picture. Same with this information here is from Absolutely. So shout out to him. I'll have his links down in the description below. But this is her grid right here. So like when we go down, like we can see obviously Moonblast power-ups, which are going to be good, and Moonblast move gauge refreshes. And then we got their Sync Move power-ups. Like we're going to get quite a bit of Sync Move power-ups in their grid because like I said, their whole build is around Sync Nuking. So if you're interested in getting them to 3 out of 5, then that's going to be for Sync Nuking. Obviously, you're probably going to want to get them to 3 out of 5 anyways if you can. Just because like when you increase their Sync Move, then their actual move set is going to get stronger too. So Moonblast will be hitting harder. So it won't hurt you to get them to 3 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, but if you're just interested in one copy, that's still going to be more than enough. And then we got like Devastation over here, so the more the target special attack set has been lowered, the more it powers up the Sync Move. So there we go, a multiplier for their Sync Move. And then we got another Moonblast move gauge refresh. And then we got Dire Hit MP refresh, but you're not really going to need that anyways. Because the crits that she gives like off of Dire Hit right away, like that's gonna give you like max critical hit at that point anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then we got more Sync Move power-ups, and then we got Double Down too. The more the powers up the Sync Moves, the more the powers up the Sync Moves that are super effective. So again, that's another multiplier right there for their Sync Move. And then they got Head Start 1, reduces the Sync Move count to above 1 when the Pokemon enters the battle for the first time. So like when you're picking that up, you're going to be able to Mega Evolve super quick as well, along with what they have on their passive too. So yeah, they're going to be a very fast Mega Evolution Pokemon. So by fast, I mean like a fast Pokemon to get to their Mega Evolution. I don't mean like super fast. Like their speed stat isn't that great, but like I said, like it's like fast. I mean by getting to their Sync Move to Mega Evolve. And then we got Dazzling Gleam power-ups, and then we got Dazzling Gleam move gauge refresh with more Dazzling Gleam power-ups. And then we also got Dazzling Gleam super duper effective 1, so that is really good. And then we got more Sync Move power-ups over there. Then we got Dauntless, which can be useful at times depending on the battle that you're going into. So like special attacks that cannot be loaded if you didn't know what Dauntless does. And then we got Quick Cure, removes the confused, flinch, or trapped conditions from the user during battle. And then we got Time to Shine, so MP refresh on their Trader move. More Moonblast power-ups, and then we got Time to Shine Fleet 1. Time to Shine raises the speed when a move is successful, so it also increases speed if you were to pick up this cell on their grid. And then we got more Sync Move power-ups. Like they got an abundance amount of Sync Move power-ups, so like there we go. Like as you guys can see, like their whole build on their grid is mainly for Sync Nuking. So if you were to just get them to 1 out of 5, then or just get one copy, so 1 out of 5, that's going to be more than enough. And like if you are interested in Sync Nuking, I mean there's better Sync Nukings out there. Like we got Serena with Whimsicott, which are, I would probably say maybe a better Sync Nuker, but we're gonna have to see how hard Diantha is gonna hit on their sync move in order to sort of judge how good they'll be sync nuking wise. But when it comes to fairy types right now, and sync nuking, Serena and Whimsicott are gonna be a better option right now. But like I said, we'll have to see what Diantha and Gardevoir can offer us in terms of damage with their sync move when they do get released in 4 more days from now. But if you are interested in getting Diantha and Gardevoir and you're short on gems, just know that 1 out of 5 is more than enough, as we can see from their passive and their whole kit. So yeah, like, I'm gonna be going for 1 out of 5, but if I'm feeling lucky, then I don't know, maybe I might go for 3 out of 5. But they're gonna be relevant for a long time, so like, I would recommend a lot of people to summon forward Diantha and Gardevoir. We do have other fairy types in the game, but with Gardevoir being like one of the best fairy types in all of Pokemon, it's going to be hard to sort of replace them as the best fairy type striker in Pokemon Masters. And I feel they're going to have the same effect that Red and Charizard have. Like, they were the best strikers for a long time in the fire type category, and until Leon came. And it's going to be the same with Diantha and Gardevoir now. Like, they're going to be the best fairy type strikers in the game for a long time. And it's going to be pretty difficult to replace them unless they decide to bring some weak Pokemon from the main series games and just make them insanely strong for some reason. So if you want to summon for them, then you won't regret it. Like, they're going to be a beast for sure. And my god, these stupid ads on these paste bin stuff is just so annoying. But yeah, I recommend people to summon for Diantha and Gardevoir. They're going to be a very good sync pair, and they're going to be a nice member on your team for sure. And I'm sure a lot of people are looking for more fairy types, so this is your chance to get one of the best fairy types in Pokemon. So they're coming out in 4 more days on the 31st of this month. Yeah, good luck to everybody that's summoning. Let me know if you're going to be summoning for Diantha and Gardevoir, or if you're going to be skipping them and saving for the next sync pairs that are going to be coming out in April. So let me know all that down in the comments below. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.